Hi, I'm Darin. We're gonna play video games. Because video games are cool. Okay? Alright, Keo, I see you there. I see you viewing. Well, let's get to it. Planescape isn't gonna torment itself. What's up, Keo? Alright, this one. This one. Resume. Let's cut. Let's see. Okay, so this sphere was a trap. What? Hang on a sec. It's just coming out of my speakers. Or is it? That's weird. Speakers. Sorry, doing sound tests. Okay. Why is it so quiet? Stop it, you. Crank it. Okay. Alright. That's fine. Alright, I can hear it now. Hopefully y'all can hear it okay. I see the little sound waves, so it should be good. Alright. So this one was a trap. And this one had the Hag Witch Revel Puzzlewood, who I asked people about. So let's see what this one is. The base of this aquatic bluestone has been sculpted so it appears to have melted into the pedestal it rests upon. A stream of perfect azure tears drip down the sides, framing the inscription beneath the pedestal. Longing. Sounds bad. Longing isn't, I guess it's an emotion, but... As you place your hands upon the stone, its surface ripples beneath your touch. A chill washes over your arms, like plunging your hands into a mountain stream. As you close your eyes, you blink and reopen them. Your eyes are brimming with tears, and you are overcome with terrible sensation of drowning. As the sensation rolls through you, there is a stirring in your breast, a hunger, poisonous like a serpent, biting into your heart, until you feel as if your breast will explode. You want desperately to steady yourself, focus, but all that comes to your eye is tears. You raise your hand to wipe away your tears. Your hands are soft, delicate woman's hands. They brush the stray tears from your cheek, and you cup them in your hands, each of the tears like jewels shimmering in the lights. The lights are cast by candle globes that drift through your sanctuary. You've come to this place to gather your thoughts, to reflect on the past with an eye toward the future, to cleanse the mind before the coming journey. Yet, you cannot concentrate. Your thoughts remain in the present, trapped there by the terrible feeling that writhes in your breast. What did he mean? Close your eyes, sigh. You close your eyes, but his words echo in your mind, 100, 1,000 times. Will he ever return? The sound is a whisper, an echo. Only you, only you. Yet you hesitated, at the brink of time's door, and he must thought you afraid to go. But you are not, you are afraid to stay, and the fear. The serpent writhes in your breast again, its fangs biting into your heart, filling it to bursting with its poison. The tears come again, running down your cheeks in streams, his words echoing. Only you, only you. Your eyes snap open. It is his voice. You whirl and you gasp. He stands powerful in the shadows, and he strides into the light of the drifting candled globes, and you feel the serpent writhing and dying. He returned. His face stern, but somewhere in those features, you can almost see his pleasure at seeing you. After all, he returned for you. Only you can help me, Dayanara, but it was wrong for me to ask you for your help. You speak, Dayanara, yet it is you, gray-skinned like a statue, striding from the light. Are you that scarred? Your body looks like it has been bathed in knife blades, the wounds, the tattoos, horrible. Yet you see through Dayanara's eyes, and she sees. How can she see you in such a way? She puts a cloak over your features. She sees you in such light, such terrible longing. Light. How can she feel such? This is weird. Like something about Dayanara, like from her point of view, longing for the Nameless One. You feel your vision tearing, doubling until you are that man striding from the light. It is you, but not you. You feel yourself being torn. It is Dayanara's experience, but at the same time, it is also yours. And you, what? Echo, I ask too much of you to accompany me, Dayanara. I have no right to place you in such danger for my sake. It is your words, but they are a surgeon's words, chosen with cold skill, without a trace of emotion. With every word, you feel yourself sneering inside, knowing what the stricken girl will see next to her longing-stained eyes. Why are those in parentheses? And who are you, that person, the man twisting her with your words, not knowing how powerful they are to her, like bolts from a ballista, piercing her breast, yet she sees only relief at your return. How can she feel and not know you mean to? Echo, I have come to ask your forgiveness, Dayanara. I shall return to you as soon as I am able. Is that my vow? So this is from the perspective of Dayanara as a ghost? Your vision tears again, doubling and bleeding until you are facing yourself again, trying desperately to speak, to warn Dayanara that this is not a man, but a creature that kills for his own needs. He doesn't care about you, Dayanara. You are a tool to him, a tool he needs to. But Dayanara speaks, and you can't stop her. Echo, I would place myself in 1,000 dangers, embrace eternity for you, my love. I am not afraid. Listen to me. I will accompany you through the plains themselves should bar. Though the plains themselves should bar the way. You feel yourself shattering relief and satisfaction. His satisfaction at her words, knowing she would say them, always knowing, and her admission of love is like the slamming of a portcullis across your heart. Trapped. She is yours, but you must be certain, so you drive the nail home. The way is dangerous. You will have to be strong, far stronger than you are now. Swimming through her mind, relief, the wave of relief, the end of longing, yet longing for him more at his words, not noticing his manipulations. All you need to be is strong, and his path shall be as one with yours. Your thoughts are like fires, for you can be strong, stronger than he knows. You know no fear. You would die for him. I can be strong, my love. I will. Her words slide off him like water. The serpent in her breast, the one piercing her heart with its poison, has been replaced by this serpent in the flesh. She sees nothing of this, and his next words are planned carefully, so carefully. Echo, I can't say if I will succeed, Dayanara, but I'll do my best to protect you, and I will expect nothing less of the same from you. You may be required to make some sacrifices. At that final terrible word, you feel yourself being torn apart. He means her harm. He means you harm, for you are her, and he means to hurt her. Yet you need her to be harmed, and you want to scream. Scream at her that she's in danger. Run, Dayanara, for his eyes unmake all things, and... Of course, my love, life is sacrifice. This I have learned. You, she, her. You speak the words, and in it, you feel yourself dying inside. You are a spectator, and you've watched a woman die, for the words are a death sentence. Yet still she speaks, unheeding, uncaring. I Left a legacy in my father's keeping, my love. Ask for the 6th, the 3rd, the K, and the S. What? In it, I bequeath everything to you. It's not much, but with it, I left.
Updated my journal.
You, him. A wave of irritation washes over you. You clench your teeth to prevent the irritation from crossing your features. Must she always continue to prattle, even when you do not prompt her? Must she? But no. No, keep the irritation inside. Only a trace slips out. Come now, I cannot die, Dainara. There's no need for such foolishness. She's overcome with fear. Fear that revolts you, and the fear wells up inside her. You as you watch him frown, and you hasten to correct him. He must know the reasons, and know the wisdom behind them, so he is impressed with your planning. Speak before he turns away. I know I often act foolishly, my love, but you said yourself that you can forget things if you are badly hurt. There are things in the legacy that could help you remember should you forget yourself.
Updated my journal.
You coldly regard her through your eyes, tracing your gaze along her furrowed brow, wrinkled with worry, desperation. She has acted as you expected, yet there is something in what she says. Perhaps, yet I hope nothing in this legacy is of value. I do not want you to leave any things here in some safe that could be of some use on our journey. Her illusion is shattered, just for a moment. You watch, silent, as the emotion falls to the ground, splintering like silvered glass. Of some use. Such a casual statement, yet even Dainara sees, and you hope, just for a moment, you hope that she sees him for what he is. The serpent. The serpent. And your hope dies. As in Dainara's eyes, the emotion is rebuilt. The slivers being drawn from the ground, the illusion rebuilt. But the slight sliver of pain remains. He thinks you have done something foolish, yet you did it for him. You must make amends, but how? You must convince him the legacy is unimportant. But it isn't. It isn't. It's everything. The legacy, my love, it just has a few things to help you remember. The scythe of words falls on Dainara, so quick, so sharp, you cannot follow its arcing path. A legacy? The things you do, Dainara, such romantic gestures, no matter. No, Dainara, you've driven him away again like you did the night before. You feel the serpent stirring again, reborn, curling around your heart. There is the softest of hisses, yet he does not hear. Would you wish to leave a legacy, my love? For yourself, or for anyone you would want to? It might help you remember if you left something for yourself, or for the ones you loved. The word scythe falls again, terrible and swift, yet this time the illusion holds, and the serpent is cloaked. The serpent is cunning, and it shall not reveal itself until it strikes. A legacy for myself? Not likely. The things I would leave for myself would not be safe in some advocate's office, Dainara. But enough of this. I must leave. He's leaving. You must make him remain. And the experience swirls around you, terrible, the spiraling toward the final scene. The question she wants to ask. Don't ask it, Dainara. Don't ask it to be silent. Be silent. My love, before you go. His anger, his irritation. What now, girl? What now, you mewling banshee? Before I go, it looks like I am in no danger of that. Come, Dainara, can't these questions wait for the morn? There is much... She is desperate, drowning. Say it, say it, say it, and you speak it. Do you want me to come with you, my love? The rush of emotion dies in your mind. This is the end. The words you are about to speak are true, but the truth is not the truth she sees. There are no lies, only cold calculations. Of course he wants you to come with him, Dainara. You understand it clearly, too clearly. He has invested too much in the poor girl to let her go. Of course, Dainara, I would not have asked you to come with me if I did not want your company. You know how I feel about you. There is a cold silence in his mind, then a hissing of a thought, a response. A response, sharp and deadly, like a dagger blade. The lie comes swiftly, unburdened by emotion. I love you, Dainara. And you want to scream as you feel the lie wash over her like a radiance, but it is a shadow of truth, a serpent's kiss, and he means you harm, and she can't see you want to call out, but she's crying with joy, even as... Cry with joy, with frustration, with joy, with despair. The emotion washes over you. like you are drowning, drowning, and you need to speak. You long to speak, but you cannot. And you scream. Scream as you tear your hands from the stone. Bloody tears rushing from your eyes, running in streams down your arms, your hands to coat the stone. Blood, her blood. And you can't warn her. You can't stop crying. And suddenly Fall from Grace is there, and her touch is gentle like silk, and she brushes the tears from your eyes, even as you feel the screams welling up within you. She shushes you, cradling your face through your bloody tears. I can't bear it. I couldn't stop her. I wanted to, but I couldn't do anything. Fall from Grace looks into your eyes, and she nods sadly in understanding. And that is the nature of longing, the desire for that which you cannot change or possess. She studies you, withdrawing her hand now soaked in your blood. Will you be all right? Yes, yes. I just need a moment. Very well, Fall from Grace steps back. We will continue when you are ready. Take a breath, try and collect your thoughts. As much as you want to hurl the memory of the experience from you, you hold it fast, because you know it's important to remember it. It was you in that experience. It was Dayanara's experience, but because it was you, your memories flooded you, and you could feel both sides at once. Who were you? Who was that shade of you? Turn from the stone, leave. Jesus Christ. So Quell can teach me stuff. Man, that was intense. And this music is not fitting. This music is bad and I hate it. It's even worse just having the left side. Like I can have both, but then it's just so noisy. Alright. It's weird too that those three like sensate stones or sensory stones are just in the private room that you have to be a sensate to experience, yet you know, they're there for everyone who's a sensorium member or a sensate. Like, are they different for everyone? Can each person like put in their own, or maybe it shows you a certain emotion, or it's very strange. I don't know how other people would react to those. That guy needs a head. Prove to her she's Ravel's daughter. Okay, now let's go to the museum and turn that guy to not stone. Yes, much better music. All right, my dude. You ready to not be stone? Quick save. Item. Decanter of endless water with command word. Oh, then we'll go get that party member. Gorgon salve, that's what it is. Okay. The statue looks like it is about to make some angry proclamation. The sculpture has captured the essence of fury magnificently. The chiseled tension lines around the neck and forehead alone must have taken many long months to get correct. You smear the foul-smelling ointment over the statue. There's a strange shimmering around the statue, and you watch as the statue takes an intake of breath, and the eyes of Gangrogedon fill with a blazing, vengeful madness. Greetings. Before you can do a thing, a blazing torrent of words flies from the sorcerer's lips. As he speaks, you feel an agonizing sensation, like a sudden wave of raging heat, pour over you and settle into your skin like a blistering wound. Blindness strikes you as your eyes burst, running from their sockets like shattered eggs. You hear someone screaming, and realize it is you. The last thing you hear, even over your own cries, is Mort shouting.
New taunts, all right.
By the lady's bladed teats, what a... Everything suddenly falls silent as the last of your senses flicker and fade away to nothing. Die horribly, a victim of Gangrogedon's awful curse.
And again, death attempts to claim you.
You know, I was just sitting here wondering whether you were gonna You have to go spoil my fun.
What? It's more fun if I don't?
Done.
Well, that was stupid. Holy shit. Did he, like, blow the place up? Oh, no. That's... Wait. No, I'm in a different area. Okay. Let's go back and see what hell I have unleashed. Clerk's Ward, right? Okay, good. Let's see.
Done.
Like, the statue guy was gone. Let's go see. Okay.
Done.
Everything is as normal. Let's go look. The statue, in truth the once petrified sorcerer Gangroidon, is simply gone, presuming having walked off without leaving so much of his note of apology. Let's see what they say about this here. Ivana smiles and motions you towards her. Greetings again. Do you have any questions regarding one of the pieces? Yes, I do. The statue of the Screaming Man. Odd you should ask about that. Just after a terrible noise, some patrons came running to me about a mangled corpse on the floor. The harmonium came to remove the body from the premises, but could find no perpetrator. I told them that, in all likelihood, some madman had released Gangroidon and been slain by his curse, but the old sorcerer himself was nowhere to be found. I know nothing more. I mean, I guess I could leave it alone. Why is the floor weird right here? Is that where Gangroidon teleported or something? Maybe there's a portal there or something. Huh. Well, I guess it's fun if that lunatic is just gone. Okay. All right, now...
The sweet smell of sensates and governors.
You dork. Okay. Now we're going to the Advocate's home.
I'm gone.
I'm gone. Such good barks. Hey, dude. Everybody.
Gone.
You see Ioannis. He turns as you enter and affixes you with a tired gaze. There are dark sacs beneath his eyes, and he looks as if he has not been sleeping. Greetings, Ioannis. You again. What is it you want this time? I had some questions for you. Very well, what is it I can help you with? Ioannis, there is a sensory stone in the sensorium that contains a fragment of your daughter's experiences. His eyes blaze with hope. There is? But in which one? You must tell me. It is one of the sensate sensory stones. If you are not a sensate, you could not gain access. I must find a way. Perhaps they would make an exception for her father. They might. Now, in the sensory stone, she left a legacy number for me. That seems a little cold. If you wanted, I could speak to someone. I'm certain they would make an exception in your case.
Updated my journal.
If you could, I would be most grateful. I will try. Ah, it seems you spoke true. My daughter was known to you then. Hold a moment, I will see what was left to you.
Updated my journal.
All the articles are accounted for. Ioannis is holding 3 scrolls in his hands. I had no idea she had established a legacy here. He is staring at the items, almost hypnotized. Here you are. If I may I read them, sir? Let me read them first, then I shall decide. Of course, but please, I beg you, I have very little left to remember my daughter by. I understand. I shall not forget. Okay. Healing Scroll, Dayanara's Legacy. Okay, so these healing scrolls... This tissue-thin vellum scroll was part of Dayanara's legacy. The scroll is neatly rolled up and wrapped with a red ribbon. When the ribbon is opened, the healing magic contained within the scroll is released. Okay, those are good. This one, though. My love, if you are reading this, then the tragedy I have seen has come to pass. I have died, and you have remained to suffer the loss. Know this, my love. I know why you were forced to shield your feelings from me. You sought to protect me from the terrible burden you carry with you. The distance you kept between us was your way of protecting me. In the brief moments when we were alone, and you let your feelings be known, that was when I knew you cared for me. Carry no regrets with you. Carry no guilt. For I came with you on your haunted journey of my own accord. And no matter how death came for me, I know that you did everything in your power to save me. Our lives are intertwined, my love, and death shall not be a wall between us. For my sight has seen what is to come, only in staccato segments. Nice musical term there, musical metaphor. But it is enough for me to know that we will be separated for a time, but we shall be reconciled again. Thus, do not see my death as a farewell, but only as an interval before we meet again. Carry my ring with you, and these other pieces of me, and think of me. Keep me in your mind and heart, and that will be the beacon that brings us together. Forever, Dayanara. A ring? I mean, is that this ring? Just looking at it makes you dizzy. Stupid. All right. Let's talk to Ioannis. Oh, I have to do that. I had some questions that needed to be answered first. Here's Dayanara's legacy, as I promised. Ioannis takes the scroll and studies it. There's a long silence, then he slowly looks up at you. You meant very much to my daughter. She was willing to give up her life for you. I believe that is the case.
Updated my journal.
Ioannis hands the scroll back to you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your kindness. It is the least I can do. Perhaps there's something else you can help me with. I mourn the loss of your daughter. I hope her words gave you some comfort. Farewell. Okay? And now, let's go see if we can get him an audience. And if not, we should be able to find out at least how those sensory stones work. Right? Because, like, if they show you different things depending who you are, the guy will just say he can't see that. Alright, let's see. Fucking this music. Splinter regards you coolly as ever as you approach. We welcome you once more to the Civic Fest Hall, traveler. How may we help you? How can you help me? Buy something from the Sensate vaults. I had another question. There's a man, Ioannis, who I was hoping you could grant temporary access to the private sensorium. And for what reason would we allow such a thing? because one of the stones there contains a fragment of his daughter's experiences. She died far from home, not having seen him in a long while, and he mourns her loss deeply.
Updated my journal.
Splinter nods, thinks for a moment, then nods again. Yes, we shall allow this Ionis to enter the private sensorium. Well escorted, of course. You may tell him he has permission. My thanks. Farewell, Splinter. Let's see what these vaults are about. Scroll of Luck. Oh, wow. There's a pricey one. Level 8. Fortune, Chance, Kismet. 2 to 8 point bonus to the target's luck. Cool. 2 to 8. Okay. What is my luck? Okay, luck isn't one of these. I don't even see luck on here. High lore, though. Yeah, I don't know anything about luck. Green steel. Huh. Very strange. Okay. Let's go talk to Ionis, but luck seems a cool spell. Maybe I'll just buy it.
I'm gone.
Come. Come, party members. Onward.
All right.
What's up, dude? You sad? Ah, at last. Yes, yes. They agreed to give you access to your daughter's sensory stone. Thank you, good sir. Thank you. I'm in your debt. It was no trouble, Ionis. Please go see the experiences of your daughter. I think they might ease your troubles.
Updated my journal.
Dark sacks. Yikes. Okay. Can I, like, go back in and, like... Okay, he's gone. Like, I don't know how this works. It's not like... It doesn't seem to happen in real time, usually. Like, I didn't see Ionis leave. I just saw him hang out and then, you know, went back in and he was gone. Let's ask my guy. How can I rest here? Never mind. How can you help me? Okay.
I'm gone.
So he's not in here. Nope. Don't want to do that one. Again, that was gnarly. That was the gnarliest. Alright. So, as far as I know, not... Oh, wait.
Right.
Let's go talk to the mage trainer. I never talked to her after she came back here. Such a joyous harpsichord. There she is. Lady Thorncombe nods at you, but you're not as clear as to whether she recognizes you or not. She straightens her clothes and hair and looks quite the aging but attractive noblewoman, but still seems far away and easily distracted. Greetings. Greetings. Are you here to train in the magical arts? Yes, I am. Very well. Answer me these questions, if you would. She proceeds to test your intelligence and reasoning ability with a long series of logic and word puzzles. You answer the last of her questions, and she nods, pleased. You are a mage by trade, then, I take it. That I am. Are you ready to see what spells I can teach you, then? Yes, please show me. Luck. There's luck. Man, they're all so expensive. So these higher level ones I definitely don't have. Chain Lightning Storm. Let's... Oh, what? Force missiles. Accurately strike down and blast, which will successfully hit its target. That's the coolest thing about Magic Missile, is that it doesn't miss. If a saving throw is made... Nice. That seems good. Okay. Luck, Ball Lightning, and sure, give me these Force Missiles. Okay. Does she want to buy anything? No. She ain't in need for shit. Even other spells. Wow, everybody just casts some shit immediately, huh? Luck. Ball Lightning. And Force Missiles. Ooh, DNR's ring. That's incredible. This ivory ring was part of DNR's legacy. It radiates a slight glow, and though it is cold to the touch, the chill is strangely comforting. The ivory band stretches to fit the width of any finger. Among the many secrets of the Society of Sensation is the ability to shape a peculiar stone from Elysium, dubbed Soul Stone. While this stone is not as powerful as the sensory stones, the Soul Stone is said to carry an imprint of the Shaper's feelings. These rings are often used in sensate marriage ceremonies, each ring inscribed with the feelings of the other. This ring was obviously intended for you. When wearing DNR's ring, you gain added protection from all attacks, and additional protection from any piercing attacks. Presumably, the ring's purpose is to shield the heart from shock and trauma, and this extends to any physical pain the wearer suffers as well. Okay. So each of these gives 1 to armor class. DNR's ring is better. Alright. I'm going to put on DNR's ring. And then this guy has a Ring of the Traveler. Mort can't wear rings. That's pretty good. I'm going to give this one to Grace, because Grace is a healer. And this other Ring of the Traveler I'll give to Anna. Assassin's Creed 1. Let's see. Good. We got some pretty good Assassin's Creed. Piercing -3, I like it. Can't pierce me. Isn't that what John Cena says? Codex of the Inconceivable. Ooh. Equip.
Does this mean we are engaged?
It does. Sell that stiletto. Here, I should probably sell this too. Bone Dagger. Why can't priests use it? Wait. Oh, okay, good. I was just looking at everybody's little body. I was like, wait, I thought it was like a profile. But that's only when you're in the statistics screen, not the inventory. Return to the game world. I love me a good game world, you know? There's the dorms. And we're looking for a head for that guy. We got Echo of Voice. Let's go get... Okay, let's go see Dainara. And let's go get the fire guy. How can I leave? The tailor. I wish I could give Finham his fucking book. Let's go check on Finham.
All right.
Just in case. I left it in his fucking drawer. Ah, Finham. Oh, can I? Okay. I will do that. Thanks, Dafu. Good to see you again. Chosen to grace my home once more, have you? What is it you wish of me this time? I would have you know that I am a scholar and a linguist, sir. Like, his book is in here. The dodecahedron is right there. Like, I don't know how to present him with this stuff. Like, did something bug out, possibly? I am baffled. No, I haven't done anything with the dodecahedron. Maybe that would help. This heavy dodecahedron, about the size of both fists balled together, seems inexplicably familiar to you. Its texture is cold and smooth, but whether it's metal or stone, you cannot tell. Okay, this is just the item description. Upon closer examination, you realize that each side of the dodecahedron is a plate that can be twisted clockwise or counterclockwise. It appears to be a puzzle box or combination lock, as each of the pentagonal plates has 5 possible positions. The dodecahedron has no less than 244,104,625 settings. It would take every second of the next 77 odd years to hit all the combinations. But then you might just get lucky and stumble into a solution in minutes. As you methodically twist the cold gray facets of the dodecahedron, a strange sensation forms at the base of your skull. Your hands seem to move of their own accord, turning the object and spinning its facets with mechanical precision. You've done this before. You knew the combinations once, and you also become aware that there's a certain danger within the object. Whether it's from simple traps or something less mundane, though you cannot recall. In moments, you have what might be the first 4 sides locked into their proper places. As you begin to twist the 5th side of the dodecahedron, you recall a cunning blade trap that would snap out to lash at a meddler's hands, slashing their wrists and severing fingers. You avoid the trap with the proper number of rotations, certain that you've made progress in the unraveling of the object's secret. After avoiding the springing blades, you slowly puzzle out the next series of facet positions. As you start to turn the 9th side of the dodecahedron, you suddenly remember a second trap, jets of toxic gas that would form a billowing cloud of lethal, corrosive vapor from around a curious meddler. You circumvent the trap with the correct amount of twists, positive that you've nearly unlocked the dodecahedron. You circumvent the dodecahedron's poisonous gas trap and begin your work on the final facet positions. Just as you're locking the 12th pentagon into place, you recollect sorcerous runes hidden within the dodecahedron that would blast the unwitting holder with bolts of magical lightning. After disarming the trap with the correct number of facet rotations, the dodecahedron clicks and begins to open in your hands. The dodecahedron splits once, twice, and eventually unfolds itself, impossibly into a perfectly rectangular tablet the size of a large book. Etched into its surface are a series of bizarre symbols. It looks to be a code or language that you feel should be familiar to you, but it's not. Further examination of the tablet reveals that, by twisting the pentagonal facets that are now upon the underside of the tablet, different pages may be displayed across the tablet's face. You finally realize that the dodecahedron is a tome or journal of some sort. Until I learn to read this language, I might as well just put it away.
Updated my journal.
Now we got a guy who might help us. I can be of no help. Unfold the dodecahedron to a page with writing on it and ask if he can translate it. He takes the unfolded dodecahedron in his hands and examines it closely. This language is a long dead one, known to virtually no one. I believe my father, a linguist like myself, knew this language and may well have been the only man in Sigil at the time that could understand it. I recognize it from his notes, but I cannot translate it. Do you have these notes still? Finham shakes his head. They'll be of no use to you if you're looking to translate anything, and the few actual books he had pertaining to that language disappeared around that time, the time of his murder, I believe. Your father was murdered. Strangled, he was. He'd left to tutor someone. He taught various languages to supplement his research income, and was discovered dead in a side chamber of the Civic Fest Hall. The killer was never found. This was perhaps 50 years ago now. I was but a child. He knew the language, though, and could teach it? Surely he did, and could, were he alive today. My father was said to be a great teacher. Finham sighs sadly. I've his skill with language, but not his patience for others, sadly. Is he interred at the mortuary?
Updated my journal.
Why, no. His ashes are kept here. He points to a bronze urn sitting atop a cabinet beside a bouquet of purple flowers. Why? A wry smile crosses Finham's lips. A necroscope, are you? Speak with the dead? He suddenly frowns. I have no wish to speak of these things any longer. You'll have to excuse me, sir. Farewell. Okay, I still didn't give him his journal. Where are the ashes? Where would he keep them? Huh. All right, Finham. Do you have those notes still? They'll be of no use to you. I'd very much like to see them just the same. I'm not certain where they are just now, and I'm looking for something else at the moment. My research journal. Perhaps when I've recovered it, I could spare time to find those notes for you. Is it this book right here?
Updated my journal.
Finham's eyebrows arch. Why, yes it is! He takes it from you, then begins to rummage through his pockets. Here you are, then. My father's notes. Square, then, are we? Good. I've to look over my notes now, so if you'll just excuse me. Thanks, Finham. Farewell. Finn Andlai's notes. Language of the Uyo. These are the notes of the deceased linguist Finn Andlai. They are composed of his research into the language of the Uyo, which seems remarkably similar to the writing you found hidden in the dodecahedron puzzle box.
Updated my journal.
As you read over Finn Andlai's notes regarding the lost language of the Uyo, there's a throbbing sensation in your temples as a memory begins to surface. Memories of this language. You recall letters, words, phrases, and tell, like a spire wind blowing away the blanket of poisonous smog over the great foundry. The language is once more revealed to you in its entirety. You should be able to read the writing in the dodecahedron now.
Updated my journal.
The tablet turns out to be a journal of sorts, one kept by some prior incarnation of yourself, it would seem, and not an altogether sane one either. There are only a handful of completely coherent sections. What do you wish to read about it? This seems more than a handful, but... Read about whispering shadows. The whispers are not the shadows moving. They are speaking, plotting, talking to each other. I can understand some of what they say. The book tells me things, whispers things. It tells me to avoid the ghost girl, avoid her. I don't know her, and she torments me. Oh, I got the ring already. And so I swallowed it, hoping it'd catch in my bowels. I can make someone remove it when I need to. I have learned that my life is not my own. I will not allow you to have my life. You will have to pull my life from my broken body if you want it. It's you who will die. If I cannot have it, neither will you. You are responsible for this treason of flesh. You will not live to live my life. Yikes. The accursed tattoos will not leave my skin. I've tried to burn them off my skin. Failed. I try and cloak myself, but I always feel that people are reading my flesh, reading me like a book. Whenever they look at me, I want to tear their eyes out, pluck them from their sockets, and crush them beneath my heel. Look, okay. I was trying to read this kind of like Farad's note, where like if you only read the capital letters, or the caps, it might spell something else out, but it doesn't seem like it does. Good way to skim, though. Thanks, prior incarnation. Also, a hell of a journal, right? Why can't I dream? I used the goblet of Samir to force a waking dream. I saw a hag. She tempted me, threatened me with the shadows. I've never seen her, but she came when I dreamt. I must not dream again. I must always be aware. I destroyed the goblet. She says she is someone of power, and that she will have me, will find me. Get away, hag. Stay far from me. Leave me in peace. I want nothing to do with you. Her voice reeked of evil talons like spiders. They burrowed into my gray matter, and I needed her out of my mind. Out, hag! She was a myth, a fairy tale who alone challenged the Lady of Pain. How can one fight someone who is a myth? I don't have the weapons. I need weapons that will kill her should she find me. I need a strategy, so she cannot defeat me when she comes for me. I must devise and think. I shall beat her. Fear names. Names have power and identity. Names can be used as weapons by others. They are a hook that can be used to track you, find you, hunt you across the plains. Remain nameless, and you shall be safe. I went to the fest hall looking for the path of my false self in its halls. So glaring was it that those I did not know, the false ones, welcomed me into their confidence, treated me as a friend, showed me my room, attended to my needs. I had to restrain myself from launching out against them. That would have been premature. First, I needed to protect my identity. I found one who knew the exclusive language of the Uyo, learned it as I could, then killed him. Then I went to the sensorium prepared to end the matter. Soon. Man, this previous incarnation was a sociopath. There is nothing he can do. Memories are gone, he says, never to return. He says lies, and tells me this is what he told me. Lies. He says my mind is weakening from every death. Lies. He sat there, betraying my confidence with every turn. He says that only after 3 more deaths, 3 more lives will I gain the benefit of keeping my memories, but that I, myself, I will die when I die. Die? How can one be immortal and still die? He could not answer, so he was of no use. I butchered him so that no other incarnation will ever benefit from his uselessness. So the ghastly head said, "You have been divided. You are one of many men." One in many men? You bear many names. Each has left their scars on your flesh. Lost one, immortal one, incarnation's end, man of a thousand deaths, the one doomed to life. Restless one of many, the one whom life holds prisoner, the bringer of shadows, the wounded one, misery bringer, Yemeth. You are silvered glass that is cracked and the pieces scattered across history. Only one piece is of import. Regain that, and your life will be yours again. There will be a price. This price will buy you a chance. Without the chance, you are doomed. Yes, this is post-Farid. That's totally fair, Animal Sentinel. Like, I wouldn't want to spoil something if you're not where I am. That's interesting you got here without seeing Farid already. Oh, you're just... Okay, maybe you're not familiar. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this is definitely post-Farid. You have lost that which is never meant to be separated from man. Your mortality has been stripped from you. Lost. It exists, but you must find it before your mind is lost to you as well. Should only be one more. Cool, thanks so much, Animal Sentinel. I appreciate the follow. A legacy, the note read. Forget not to collect your legacy, and a small code scratched beside it. A trap, no doubt, set by yet another of my false selves. I'll see it destroyed, I will. Okay, now I guess the person that does legacies is the advocate. Let's see if he's back. This game is so good. Nope. Oh, well, maybe I'm just... Okay, that... Did he always look like that? You see Ioannis. He turns as you enter. Okay. You again. What is it you want this time? I am an advocate. Legacy. Where are legacies? Like, I came here when his daughter had left something. Huh. Well, I'm sure I'll see an option pop up somewhere. Okay. Oh, wait. Who's... What? Oh, another shadow.
All right.
Let's go over here. Okay. Get my guy. Did it miss? Anyway. Everybody attack. There we go.
Done.
420. Did it have... Geez, just left a black shadow? Okay. Let's get out of here. Alright. Somehow we got from the Alley of Lingering Sighs to the lower ward. My dude is... I think here? Oh, okay, let's go to my barrel and I can get my Lim Lim.
Done.
Good. And Anything else I need? Tome of Bone and Ash. Lots of stuff. Okay. What else could I put here? I guess I could sell some stuff. Here, I'll put that in there. I'll put Finn's note in there, the dodecahedron, the Festhall key. I'll keep that suspicious scroll. Do these not stack anymore? Anyway. A lot of needles and thread. Okay.
Endure. Your will be done.
I'm gone.
I hear your path is mine.
I'll keep one hanky. Okay. What else is there? Mort has all of the... Okay. Here, hang on to this, Mort. You're the charm guy. She ain't got nothing. The Codex of the Inconceivable seems like it should probably go in there because it's so cool. Okay. All right, everybody. Now, Iron Knolls. These guys look like ruffians. Well, maybe I can sell some stuff while I'm here.
Done.
Okay. Silver earrings, silver bracelet. Jar of embalming fluid. Gotta keep one of those. Bone charm. Sadistic frame. Nothing. I guess the high quality stiletto isn't worth a ton. This guy doesn't buy spells. I don't know if anybody buys spells. This guy only talks about rocks or something. Okay. There's Giscoral. Alright. Wow, that sells for a lot. Nope, no spells. Okay. Then, onward. See if I can get to... Uh-oh. What's up, dude? He's gonna get mad. Greetings. It opens its mouth, displaying a row of blackened fangs. Well, that was simple enough. Where is it? Is it here? Yeah, it is. Alright,
I'm gone.
let's remove the reason this place has the name it has. Oh, there's another good boy. Hey, fire guy. I wonder if this decanter of endless water will do something. You tilt the decanter over the grill and begin to pour. A small stream of ice blue water pours from the decanter and touches the flames of the grill with a violent hissing and a rush of steam. As if in response to this challenge, the decanter seems to lunge forward, falling onto the grill and shattering. By the hells! Hissing billows of steam and a furious crackling noise rushes from the grill, spilling over you and forcing you to cover your ears and turn away. There is a scream, a cackling, a terrible sound like 100 buildings burning, people screaming, their screams being cut short by the roar of flame and melting flesh. See ya, Keo. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good weekend, dude. Cover your ears and block out the sound. As you put your hands over your ears to block out the sound, you feel a stickiness in your hands, like hot cheese or candle wax. Your ears are bleeding from the sound. You draw your hands back and see them covered with chunks of melted flesh filled with bloody swirls. You are about to run from the bar, anything to get away from the sound, when suddenly all falls silent, except for a jagged crackling coming from the grill. You turn. On the grill lies the decanter of endless water, now nothing but shards and steam. Above it is the creature, flames still trailing from its body, floating over the bar's floor. It is staring at you, its eyes flickering like two torches. I know you. The creature's face splits, charred flesh peeling away from its jaw so that it might speak. Its voice crackles, burns, roars through the creature's chest, and with every word, flakes of cinder and ash spit from its mouth and drift into the air. You can barely stand to look at the thing. The blazing radiance surrounding it is terrible to behold. Ignis.
Long have I slept dreams of flames. I am yours till death comes for us both.
We shall see. Huh. Wait. He's just in my party now?
I'm gone.
Okay. Look at this guy. He's a mage, okay. Yikes. He is not resistant to cold. Currently affected by being on fire. High intelligence, dude. Very low charisma. Okay. Human. Let's talk to him. Flames curl around Ignis's throat, and a tongue of flame streams from behind his blackened teeth. Ignis, what happened to you to make you this way? This way. A small pocket of flesh on Ignis's cheek pops and runs in a steaming trickle down his jaw. This way. Ignis always was. But you look human, or at least you look like you were human once. Ignis twists, hunching his head forward as his body spins slowly above the ground. The effect is much like a fiery whirlwind, thermal streaming off his body and distorting the air around him. Still Ignis. Always Ignis. Never mind, I had some other quests. As you open your mouth to speak, Ignis suddenly whirls on you. You are forced to choke back your words as the heat from his frame floods over you. Ignis, might you be sparks in bodies, always seeking to rise. Sparks in bodies? What do you mean? All things burn inside. Ignis's head cranes back and throws his arms wide, spirals of flame and heat traveling up his arms. Only need to be kindled with flames to begin, Ignis. So might you have been, Ignis. Actually, if you end up trying to kindle the flames within people, you usually end up killing them. So you're saying everyone has the potential to become like you with the right spark? Yes. Ignis grins, cocking his head to one side, ashes falling from his skull and being swept up in the flaming wreath that surrounds him. Your heart jumps as Ignis soars several feet into the air and his jaw tears open, fiery trails spilling forth like a nest of snakes. No more talk and questions. Silence. Your words are like oil, and you watch them fill Ignis' eyes, fanning the flames you see there. Flames? Ignis drifts down slightly, the heat around him rising, as if in interest. Speak. Ignis will listen. What were you doing in the smoldering corpse bar? For a moment, you don't think Ignis has heard you, when suddenly the fires in his eyes dim slightly, and he gives a soft hiss, cinders and ash dancing at the edge of his jaw. Ignis once knew nothing of flames. Yes? Once, Ignis knew nothing of flames. He set small fires, tiny flames, tiny flickerings, small bits of flame. Alright, I can't keep doing this. Ignis hisses again, ashes and fiery motes drifting from the ruin of his mouth. The fires grew. Ignis set fires in their streets and lit the fires of anger in their hearts. You speak, but Ignis doesn't seem to hear you. He seems to be somewhere else, as if reliving a memory through his words. Against your will, you stop and listen. They sought to punish Ignis. See, punish is a weird one, because that's kind of a shh. The small flies from the hive, they wished to see Ignis burn after Ignis set fire to their streets. Tiny magelings, hedge wizards, rune casters, tiny sparks of magic came to punish Ignis for hurting their loved ones. They sentenced Ignis to burn, made Ignis a torch, a spitting flame, burning, burning. It was justice, they said. Justice. You watch, mesmerized, as Ignis begins slowly turning again, as he did above the grill in the smoldering corpse. But it was not a sentence. There is so much flames and pain that there is no pain. There is light and heat, and the flesh runs as tallow across my bones. And for the first time, Ignis is pleased. He loves it. Ignis stops his rotation and his gaze falls upon you. As it does, the fires in his eyes flare and a charred grin splits his features, the flesh crackling and bubbling as it melts and streams across his face. Ignis wears the face of all hells, of flames, and his next words are spoken like a death sentence. Not only for you, but for everyone, everywhere. When the plains burn and all life is torches, then Ignis shall at last be at peace. Man, this guy loves fire. Flames? Ignis once knew much, no longer. Ignis burns in suffering. Ignis learns. A tiny flame gusts from his mouth, like laughter, and a stream of embers spits forth. Suffer, learn. As you are about to speak the words, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull, and you are suddenly struck with the certainty that the knowledge Ignis has to teach may permanently scar you. But you don't know how you know this. I don't want to be more scarred. I'm pretty fucking scarred already. But I want Anna to like me. She said don't be as scarred. Let's see. No more talk and wander. Fires grew. It was... Okay, so Ignis just loves fire. Okay. Done. Done. Info, okay. Time with party, 0 hours. Alright. Seeking Flames, Tongues of Flame. He's just a pyromancer. Ignis's Terror. Dude, such a fire. Element, I wonder which element. So this is just elemental force. This isn't fire, though it looks like fire. Okay. Let's get fire and ice. Force missiles. Instant, 1 target per meteor. That's a good one. Ball lightning is good too. What do I have? I have vampiric touch, okay. Let's get ball lightning. Oh, I have a lot of these. Knock, luck. Blur seems cool. All locked doors, chests, boxes, or shackles. Okay. 2 identifies and 2 magic missiles. Okay. That's fine. Well, let's see what Drusilla has to say. As you approach the woman to talk to her, Ignis's eyes flare up, and before you can stop him, he embraces her. She returns his embrace, losing herself in his flames. She does not cry out. Your last glimpse of her is burned into your memory. Her eyes are full of fiery passion and all-engulfing love. Nothing is left of her, not even ashes. That was thorough, Ignis, and hasty. I wanted to speak with her. All right. Well, at least, you know, they had this, like, happy get back together-ness event. I don't know what I'm saying.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to say a few words to me feebly. Or hug me. Or kiss me.
Damn it, Mort. You can't just... Those guys are mercy killers. There's a secret door there. Let's see what the bartender says. Aethelgrin. The Abishai rears back as you approach. Take the little chaos rats. Indicating Fall from Grace and Anna. Away from us and we shall bargain. Yeah, fair. Back again. What now? Why am I hearing my phone? Maybe it's like phantom ringing. Must be. You said you had my eye. I'd like it back now. Price is 500 coins. You don't got it, you don't get it. That it is. Tell you what, give me 300 and the eye's yours. It's a deal. He produces a darkened, wax-stoppered, wide-mouthed bottle from his pocket. You hear the sound of liquid sloshing around inside it, along with a heavier, squishier noise. Opening it, the stench of some sort of preservative agent nearly makes you gag. Floating in the viscid... Viscid? Glutinous, sticky. As in, the viscid mucus lining of the intestine. Oh, it's viscid. It is not viscid. Okay. I was thinking of, like, viscous. You'd better figure out what you want to do with that, now you've exposed it to the air. You might as well put a pickled egg in the jar for all the good it'll do you. Make up your mind, Cutter, pickled egg or not. With a moment's hesitation, you reach into your socket and pop your eye into the palm of your hand. The bartender helpfully severs the optic nerve and directs your hand to the jar of goo that sits on the bar. You deposit your eye in the preservative, wrap your fingers around the old one, and slide it into your empty socket. The pain of this entire operation is incredible. After a moment, though, you can feel the optic nerve reattaching itself to this new eye, and suddenly, you are hit by a flash of memory. Memory flash. A vast expanse of chaotic, ever-changing wasteland stretching before you, a group of humanoid vultures plummeting toward you, cruel weapons ready to strike, and your own shining blade clutched tight in your fist. Memory flash. 3 toughs surround you in the colors of an enemy you can't quite place. Long daggers glisten in their hands, and the light glints cruelly from their exposed teeth. You glance at your scarred hands and know that soon they'll be covered in blood. Memory flash. An enormous frog-like creature comes bounding over, /through/under chaos stuff, headed for you with a mouthful of teeth. You hurl your javelin through the shifting matter and pin the creature to a sudden stone plinth. You've recalled some of your lost fighting skills. Nice. Didn't you see the sign? It's a smoldering corpse. Who's the corpse, anyway? Huh? What can you tell me of the patrons? Oh, well. I was hoping he'd be like... Oh, was she... She's like healing me because my HP got low, or... Interesting. Well, I think that's, not too much to go on so far. Oh, I got my eye back. Let's take a look at that. Eyeball. This is your eye. So I got some memories, right? Current state, aid. Currently affected by aid. Does she just do that? That's cool. Interesting, though. Okay. No faction. Alright. Prove to Kasai Saris that she's Ravel's daughter. Man, there's so many quests that don't go in the journal. I don't have anything in my inventory. Oh, I guess we could turn the Libnum to stone. Let's do that before we carry on. Hopefully this playstyle isn't too frustrating to people. This is how I like to play things. I don't want to miss anything, so I just do all the stuff I can as soon as I... all the side stuff. Collector, okay, so... Fellows Tattoo Parlor. Tenement of Thugs. I don't know how to get back to the Thug map. Oh, world map. There we go. This is easy. Does this work? Can I just, leave? No. The Tenement of Thugs is how I got where I was before. I just don't want to go back through there. Oh, okay, so it does do this. What was I doing? I do need to go back to the mausoleum. I can't believe I already forgot. Oh, the Stone Limlim, that's right. It's okay, Clerk's Ward. Hell of a map. Alright, so... pretty close.
All right.
Shut up, Mort.
Smell of sensates and governors.
All right.
Yes, this is the good music. Alright, here's our girl's room. There's Nenny in there. And Marissa. I had some questions, Marissa. Could you turn, say, a Lim-Lim into a statue? Do you happen to be carrying a Lim-Lim? Hand it here, then. Aww. With an eerie flash of sickly red light. Thanks, Marissa. I heard that Kasai Saris is Ravel's daughter. Is that true?
Updated my journal.
I do not know, but I, for one, would not be surprised. For Hera's sake, look at the girl. Ask Juliet, though. The two of them were once friends, before Montague came along. Juliet, okay. Wait, is this the armoire? No, it's not. It's not the armoire. Alright, Juliet. Where are you at? Not in here. That's Vivian. Delora. Kamashi. Eve. That's a patron. Strangely, nobody's in here. There's Juliet. Greetings. Yes, I have. Oh, go on if thou must. I heard that Kasai Saris is Ravel's daughter. Is that true?
Updated my journal.
Ravel. Ah, I thought I might have heard that name before. I know not the truth of it, but I have heard such a rumor. Thou may wish to ask Kamashi Addertongue the very same question. They are half-sisters, thou see. Are they? I like this. I like getting a run around. I know there's some secrets still in this place. Had some questions. I heard that you're Kasai Saris' half-sister. Is that true? Yes, I'm related to that chubby, mewling, hook-nosed daydreamer. Same father, different mothers. So? I was hoping you could help me find out if Kasai is really Ravel's daughter.
Updated my journal.
Kamashi frowns at you. Normally, I'd loathe to help you like this, but I've a feeling it'd upset that flirting, preening doxy good and well. Tell her to ask our father. He's a powerful Cambion, so she ought to be able to call to him right then and there. That'll get your answer. That'll get you your answer. Cambion. Yes, Cambion. Didn't you hear me the first time? Ears all stopped up with the last of your brains running out of them. I'm asking what one is. My, you're clueless. She shakes her head sadly, tutting all the while. A half-fiend, Burke, sort of like you, but you're half dung, I think. You smell it at any rate. Better than half you, Kamashi. You wish you were half Kamashi, Sod. Even if you ended up with a goat's bum on your shoulders, it'd be better than that scarred-up face of yours. Okay. Okay, he's a patron. Let's go talk to Kasai. There she is. I had some questions. Kasai, I talked to Kamashi. She told me she's your half-sister and that Ravel's your mother. That... Hell's how I loathe that woman. Why would you even believe that sort of tripe? She says that you deny it and in fact may not know it, but that it's true. She said you could ask your father, that he would tell you.
Updated my journal.
Kasai stares at you silently for a time. Give me a moment. She turns from you and begins to mutter softly. The air seems to shimmer around her slightly and fills with a coppery smell like warm blood. Kasai remains turned away from you for a moment before finally coming to face you. I did not want to believe that wicked hag may have been my mother. I've lived long, I do not appear to age, and I have disturbing dreams sometimes. She shudders. But still, I do not wish to be the inheritor of the evil she caused, nor draw the lady's gaze as my mother did. Such evil things she did. Tell me what you know of her, will you? I heard she would pose impossible riddles to people, riddles she could answer but no one else could. She would devour the person if they answered incorrectly, or leave them dangling in her horrifying gardens as examples to all. Those few who somehow escaped, she tormented in their dreams, riding them like steeds, breaking their wills and hurling their souls into the colorless oblivion of the gray waste. Go on. Her magic was said to be beyond anything most had ever seen. It was imagination woven from nightmare and given substance. Stone and solid shapes bent to her will like soft clay. The laws of the plains would bend beneath her feet, and from nothing she could weave illusion. And from illusion, weave realities that could horrify and kill and confound. She was a mistress of all the dark arts, mistress and master of them all. She hounded a governor that dared quote sigil law to her with shadows that devoured him, all but his tongue, his fingers, and the flesh of his face. She turned mercy killers inside out, and shattered buildings of those who displeased her. Terrible, terrible powers were at her command. She changed her shape like water, and we use it to destroy some for amusement, and to steal knowledge from others. She was a monster, like all that is spawned from the Grey Waste. In the end, she threatened to open the cage and let the fury of the plains come rolling in like a wave. Fortunately, she did not succeed. She existed solely to cause malice. I do not know if she is dead, but I know now that she was my mother. Oh, that I had tears so that I could weep with sorrow. She suddenly falls into your arms, shuddering as if she were racked with sobs. For a time, Kasai simply stands there, clinging to you. But then she pushes away. Thank you, but I'll be fine. I just need some time to think about it, that's all. Where is Karina? Because that's like my last little side quest, at least in my journal. Here, let's do this. Karina needs a friend. Talk to her and learn that. Okay. Corvus. Okay, simple enough. Look at that fire guy, just fucking being on fire. All right.
I'm gone.
Boom. Is this... Where's Corvus? Here's some Harmonium officers.
Goldward, also known as Wanker City.
Wanker City is right. Harlot. Wasn't Corvus... Oh, hey, Ralph. No worries. I'm sure you had shit to do. Or... I don't know, whatever. Yeah, you're fine, though. Don't worry about it. Where is Corvus? Did he die? Karina's fucking lonely, Corvus. Well, I actually just talked Kasai Saris into believing that her mother... Well, I don't know if I talked her into it, but, like... I guess her mother is Ravel Puzzlewell, And she was sad, but she told me a lot of stuff. That was cool. Okay, what the fuck? Wasn't Corvus here? Thought he was like up here. I bet he's like behind this or some shit. Let's see, let's reload. Lower ward. Oh, that's why. Yeah, what the fuck is a Cambion? Who's pissed? Who wants to fight? Oh, that... Wait, that guy's an enemy?
Done.
Lenny? No, it has to be someone else. Who did I see that was an enemy? Huh. Yeah, I don't know what enemy I saw. There's a thug. Okay, yeah, the, Corvus is up here. Kina. There we go. There's our boy. No, that's Vorton. There's Sebastian, still alive. The fuck is Corvus? Speak to Corvus at the north entrance of the market. Oh. Like that Anna didn't go. She's like, what the fuck? So here's the market. Laborer. Craddock. Oh, the north entrance? I didn't think... I'm very confused. I mean, this is the market, right? Like... marketplace. Maybe it means... Oh, you know what? It probably means the market in the lower wards. That makes more sense. Okay. The coffin maker. There's the marketplace. Here we go. Cambion. Oh, look at these big boys. Okay, there's some, you know, general big boys. There's Corvus. Hey, bud. You see a tall man in plate armor. The armor is of unusual construction. Good day, citizen. I am Guard Corvus. How may I help you, citizen? Glances over your shoulder. I will help you if I can, citizen. Do you know someone named Byron Pickett? Yes, I am familiar with Byron. Anything I know about that individual is harmonium business, citizen. I cannot discuss such matters with strangers. Perhaps after I get to know you better. Who are you? I am Harmonium Guard Corvus. I help keep the peace here at the market. Tell me about the Harmonium. Our belief is simple. The fuck? Try to see what he was looking at. Okay, here we go. You glance over your shoulder and see Karina wandering nearby. Corvus seems to have his eyes locked on her as she wanders about. Her name is Karina. I beg your pardon, you know her, citizen? The voice of an angel and such a pretty young thing. Yes, and she's also lonely. I'm certain she would welcome the company of a gentleman.
Updated my journal.
Excuse me a moment, citizen. Corvus returns to you and is smiling brightly. Thank you, friend. A wonderful young lady. I will help you if I can.
Updated my journal.
Officially, nothing. Unofficially, he is suspected of being behind most of the criminal activity here at the market. I'm just doing the fucking quests I have. It's kind of amazing. Like, I imagine you're being a good boy too, Ralph, but... some shit I just forget about from play session to play session. Some shit I do successfully. Uh-oh. I roll over my shoelaces? I did. We believe him to be responsible for the murder of a merchant named Zach. Did you? You found the Nameless One's journal? I did too, actually. I think. Well, at least a previous one's journal. Which, actually, now that I think about it, that quest is gone, so I guess I have it. His list of suspected crimes is quite long. Anything else?
Updated my journal.
Yes, I would not turn my back to him, and I would think twice about being anywhere alone with him. That is all. I don't know if I'll do Baldur's Gate.
All right.
I do want to play those games, though. It sounds kind of like Throne of Ball is... like, not done? Like, I don't... that's a weird... sounds like a weird, like, little addition to Baldur's Gate 2. Especially if it was supposed to be Baldur's Gate 3 and just, like, turned into this, I don't know, kind of minimal expansion? I don't know, though. I'll think about it. I do want to play all those games. I probably need to take a break from reading so goddamn much on the stream. Alright. Lothar suggested someone may be able to tell me more of the hag. Okay. So I guess I'm not done at the Civic Fest Hall? Drixel. Oh wait, let's go talk to Karina. See what she says.
All right.
Hang on. Gotta close this tab. Okay. Oh, Karina!
Right. You need to set up camp now.
There she is. Karina notices you. Thank you so much, Cutter. I'm so grateful for what you did. Yeah. I mean, I guess they're just trying to, like... the creators of Throne of Ball are just trying to, like... tell you the story that they sort of planned, if this is the last time they're going to be able to get to it. And it's been, what, 20 years, so... I mean, maybe it was fitting. But, I'm curious. Like, it sounds like Baldur's Gate 3 is in development. I think that's what Beamdog's doing. Or at least they're hinting that they're making something like that. I know, because he told me so. He was afraid to approach me, thought I had a list of suitors. Well, what I mean to say is thank you. You're welcome, Karina. Wow, that's a hell of a wish, Karina, but I'll try.
I must rest.
Who wants to rest? Wait, me? Well, okay, let's rest. Let's see. Is there a... there's the warehouse, the print shop. Well, anyway, I need to go back to... I thought I did just about everything I could in the Civic Fest Hall, but apparently there's more to do. So let's go there. Let's go!
Done.
You been playing a bunch of Planescape, Ralph? It's weird that the journal is a dodecahedron. Yeah. No, come on. Go in. Thank you. Alright. Nearly Headless Nick is right there. Just wandering around. I don't know, I guess I could just start talking to everybody. It doesn't seem super helpful, but... Apologies, good sir, but I was just in the middle of something. Apologies. Alright. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go rest first. I learned some spells. I mean... You know what I'm waiting for on Mages and Murder Dads, Ralph, is for them to start hating Baldur's Gate. But they seem to like it, you know, even towards the end of Throne of Ball, they seem to be... I mean, they don't like Throne of Ball as much, but they seem pretty jazzed on the games as a whole.
All right.
Like, they liked Siege of Dragonspear, and I think all the other games almost entirely, except the first one has a little bit of a bland story, it sounds like. Isn't as well executed, but Baldur's Gate 2 especially, it seems like they liked a lot. Yeah. Vanquish your rivals and ascend to godhood. Definitely. And there's a secret brother, or so, you know, like all these just tropes. It almost, like that type of thing where there's a secret thing that makes the story go on, is kind of feels forced. Like, oh, here's a way we could make it keep going. But I don't know, maybe they planned it the whole time. Oh, yikes. Okay. Well, that'll be sad, but... You know, playing 200 hours of anything can make you just be exhausted by it. There we go, there's... I like how we have this demon and this angelic demon. Okay, time to rest. Gotta go behind your desk. Yes, that'd be nice. Yeah, I love this. I'm gonna build this in real life. Oh, yuck. Wow, even... Well, I imagine he would struggle, Danny would struggle, because he's playing as a single character. Yeah. That makes sense. Huh. I'll be curious to hear those last few episodes, and the wrap-up episode. But he seemed to like playing as this fucking one-man wrecking ball, who has a very simple ideology. Alright. And I don't know who to talk to anymore. I feel like I've talked to everyone in here. So, I'm gonna go to the member sensoriums again. And I am going to... or the sensate sensoriums. And go to, like, Ravel's sensate sphere, or whatever the fuck. Sensory sphere. Wait, I had a... no. The private sensorium. Wait, me in real life? Yeah. I mean, I think to simply experience emotion, you know, for that to be sort of your goal and the thing you want to do, would kind of somewhat divorce you from actual emotion that you have as a person. But at the same time, like, you're a sort of sensate if you like to read books or like stories, right? Because you're kind of like empathizing, or at least understanding that all the different emotions that characters have in books, right? And some you like and some you don't. On the census where they ask your race, Your D&D race? I guess Sense8 isn't bad. Submerge into the experience. Okay. Herbs? Awake now. A questioning. Ravel, I have returned. Ravel, it is I again. You can see. Ravel is pleased. A wondering I was if this messenger would make it. The right one, yet to the festive hall he returned, it seems, and our time too together has he shared, and now you have come. Success. So I found Ravel Puzzlewell? Only time for answers does Ravel have, and she has no time to waste with your guess questions. I think I did this. Know this, and in the knowing grow strong. No, okay, so we do need to find her still. I'm beyond knowing, in a lady's place. Find the door, know the key, then unlock the key. What door? The place of forges and steel. To know of the key, speak to one of the knowing ones. Many there are? Is it a so it's a Githzerai? A knowing the key is not enough. Knowing it and unlocking it. She didn't get to say her shit about the fate of a man, or the nature of a man. Okay. So let's go to the talk to the Gith. Hopefully that's not a special slur. Special slur. Okay, this is the... Yeah, like trying to get your memories back. It is super cool. Or do you mean that song that's fucking playing? Oh, I hate this song. It's relentless. So I know there was a Githzerai in here. 3 planes aligned. Yeah, it's like they made a whole game about that. Alright, let's see if this guy knows. Stay for the lecture. Keep listening. Keep listening. Keep listening. Gate towns. Okay, we went through this. Oh, yeah, and he takes no questions. Fuck, is it another one? Is Dakan the one I have to... Fuck. I don't know, maybe there's one in here? There's our guy, Jumble Murder Sense. Well, we are about at a couple hours anyway. But I might have to look up what the fuck I'm supposed to do. And in knowing grow strong. Yep, he's just bounding around like a cool dude. Well, I know a Githzerai I can talk to. Yeah, Ignis is an edgelord who loves fire a little too much. I don't know how to feel about him. Maybe I'll find out more about him, but pretty minimal like explanation as to what the fuck he is or why he is. Yeah. It said it would scar me more, and I want Anna to like me, so I don't want to get scarred more right now. Well, shit, let's talk to Anna. What do you want now? Are you alright? I wanted to ask you some questions. Why don't you ask the stuck-up-abus questions then? Why are we even traveling with her? We don't need her, we don't. Yeah, I mean, I know why, you know, like he was burnt. I mean, as far as I'm aware, like, he tried to set fire to everything, and so they sent him to the plane, the elemental plane of fire, to like, for eternity, to suffer. Anna, please, you're very important to me. I need your help. And why is that, then? This should be rich, it should. You pity me, is that it? You think I slow you down? Go on, say it. I don't pity you. And you don't slow me down. You're quick, you're skilled, and I really need all the help I can get. Well, no, I'll gut her if she starts sizing us up for a feast, I will. Don't get any ideas I'm staying because you want me to. I'm just helping you out, I am. Fine. Okay, well that was minimal. But at least I dealt with her hating Fall from Grace. Let me check something. Her alignment is lawful neutral. Very law-based. Chaotic neutral. Okay. Chaotic neutral. Wow, these two are the same? Chaotic good. Lawful neutral. A lot of neutrals. And I'm neutral good. Okay. Okay. I can handle that. Alright. Let's read chapter 3. You slide the plates into the configuration Dakan showed you, and a new ring is revealed. The ring carries the same script as you read before, with the same geometries. You know the symbols and know you can read them. Zerthamon labored many turnings for the Illithid Arlathi, twice deceased, and his partnership in the cavernous heavens of the false worlds. His duties would have broken the backs of many others, but Zerthamon labored on, suffering torment, and exhaustion. It came to pass that the Illithid Arlathi, twice deceased, ordered Zerthamon before him in his many-veined Galleria. He claimed that Zerthamon had committed slights of obstinance and cowardice against his partnership. The claim had no weight of truth, for Arlathi only wished to know if flames raged within Zerthamon's heart. He wished to know if Zerthamon's heart was one of a slave or of a rebel. Zerthamon surrendered to the Illithid punishment rather than reveal his newfound strength. He knew that were he to show the hatred in his heart, it would serve nothing, and it would harm others that felt as he. He chose to endure the punishment and was placed within the Pillars of Silence so he might suffer for a turning. Lashed upon the pillars, Zerthamon moved his mind to a place where pain could not reach, leaving his body behind. He lasted a turning, and when he was brought before Arlothi twice deceased, he gave gratitude for his punishment to the Illithid, as was custom. In so doing, he proved himself a slave in the Illithid eyes, while his heart remained free. By enduring and quenching the fires of his hatred, he allowed Arlothi twice deceased to think him weak. When the time of the rising came, Arlothi was the first of the Illithid to know death by Zerthamon's hand, and die a third death. Alright. And now,
What is your will?
there are things I would know, Dakan. I wanted to speak to you more. In enduring, grow strong. The words you speak seem to strike Dakan strangely. As you speak them, his forehead creases, then resettles into its normal passive expression. Your will has brought you the knowing of the third circle of Zerthamon. With this knowing, I impart this to you. He takes the circle, and with a deft motion, he twists one of the links so one of the plates slide forth. He hands the plate to you. Meditate upon its teachings, and the knowing of it shall give you strength. Very well, I will study this circle. Is there more you can teach me? As you ask the words, you suddenly notice that Dakan isn't looking at you. He's holding the unbroken circle in his hands, studying it. His blade has taken on the same texture as the unbroken circle, and Dakan suddenly seems older somehow. Dakan? Dakan's black eyes rise from the circle and look at you. Know that I did not believe you would come to know the teachings of the circle. It is a difficult path you will walk in learning the way of Zerthamon. Is your mind focused on this matter? Yes, I wish to learn more. Dakan's fingers feel around the edges of the stone circle, and he twists it clockwise, the links clicking until they have settled into a new configuration. He then reverses the motion, resetting the stone. The next circle of Zerthamon is open to you. Study it, then I will hear your words. I will read the next circle then. In the meantime, I had other things I would know. Very well, I will read it, then speak with you again. Cool. Did I get them spells? Submerge the will. Yay. There's a lot of stuff that becomes spells that aren't spells like that a mage would use in the traditional sense. It's pretty cool. Like, if you look at this guy's spells, they're just all different fire things. Even this one, which sounds the same as a level 4 spell I have, called Force Missiles. Look at this. Like the Magic Missile, this spell creates a mystical globe of elemental energy. Like the Magic Missile, this spell creates a mystical globe of magical energy. Pretty cool. This game is great. Okay, and it seems largely like we've done most of what we can in the, well, not the lower wards, the clerk wards, the fancy pants wards. Including dying once when we brought that statue back to life. But it's been a couple hours. I'm going to save the game here, and we will play more on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific. It might be a little late because my schedule changed, so 3:15. But I'll definitely be here, and we'll play some more Planescape Torment, okay? Follow me on Twitter. Darin is awesome. If I'm going to be late, I'll send out updates there. You can look up archives for me at YouTube, youtube.com/DarinIsAwesome. And I appreciate everybody coming by and watching. Thanks, Keo. Thanks, King Dafu. Thanks, Ralph. Ralph Flower. And I love you all. And I love Planescape Torment, even if it is somewhat opaque at times. No need to apologize at all, Ralph. Glad you were here. Glad you made it. Always good to talk to you. We'll have to talk more sometime.